Hi, my name is Steve, and I am a piano player and singer. And for the last 12 years, I've been performing in a virtual world called Second Life. I first heard about this opportunity in 2008 when a friend told me that there were places online where I could play actual live music, and the people who were there, or at least the avatars of the people who were there, could listen to the music, could give me tips because there was in-world currency that could be converted to real dollars, could give me requests because there was a chat box, and would constitute an audience that was listening in real time throughout the world. I found this interesting. I did not take that advice for a long time until finally a different friend of mine, someone who I had met online, told me that she wanted to go into Second Life because it was a way to possibly sell products. You code the products, and then you set up a store, and then you sell to people there. And she had the ability to do all of those things. And so we agreed, and we went into Second Life at the same time. And then a couple months later, I started looking for a show to be part of. And that ended up in my first performance on November 15th, 2011. And then, other than a bit of an extended hiatus in 2018, I've been there ever since. My avatar's name is Mill Tycoon, and the story behind that is that I had written a classical piece in 1996 called The Millionaire Tycoons because of the way that the instruments in one movement interacted with one another. That name was an homage to the Milton Bradley game of life, in which the win state in that game is to try to become a millionaire tycoon. And I started after that using it as an online nickname, and one of several that I have. And so the name Mill Tycoon came from that. So why do a collection like this, and why have it be so large? I figured I'd like to highlight certain performances throughout the years and to have something that was annotated instead of just being lots of nameless shows. Right now the shows are all on my computer, 12 years of them with names like 2013, 0616, 230, 544. If there was something worth sharing with the world, no one was probably likely to ever find it there. Um, and it's so extensive because I wanted to make sure that I played everyone's favorites. I mean, my requests library that I draw from has over 1,000 artists in it, and I figured, how do you pick out 20 or 30 artists, 20 or 30 songs, and leave out 98% of those artists and all of the great music that they've written? I realized that no one is probably going to listen through all of these hundreds of recordings, so if someone is going to listen to, say, 3 or 5 or 10 of them, they would have a large variety of choices that might match their personal musical tastes. If they want to listen to more, there's always more there. Periodically, I'm going to update a list called Featured 5 in my About section, where I suggest 5 songs or 5 clips from this collection that I've been listening to recently. I may want to recommend those for that week. Since there are almost 300 uploads in this collection, having a guide of which ones you may want to listen to this week or whatever, I figured might be helpful. So one interesting thing about this collection is the picture that I use for each song. Each one of them has a different depiction of a piano or piano keys or things shaped or meant to look like piano keys, or in some cases just the word piano. But they all have a specific relationship to the song in some way, either by imagery, allusion to the band, allusion to the music video, sometimes, perhaps unintuitive things. So please check out the pull downs underneath each clip. Below the songwriting credits, there are picture credits and then an explanation of why the picture was chosen. Of course, also above the songwriting credits in that same pull down, there's a blurb of my thoughts about every song or performance in this collection. I want this to be as immersive as possible, so please click under to get a few of my thoughts about each of these songs and each of these clips. Do I have plans to monetize this collection? I don't really know. Copyright is obviously an issue, and some of the tracks have, fewer or more mistakes than others, which is somewhat par for the course when you're doing a live show, and I'm always taking some sort of chances. Maybe something that didn't have any mistakes would sell better. I don't know. It hasn't really been that much of a concern for me. I want this collection right now just for people to come and listen to without any other pressures of life. To try to make this easy, they're arranged by artist alphabetically. And also, of course, feel free to use the search function if there's an artist you may want to hear. Also note the 3 full shows. There's a satirical show for the end of the world. There's a tribute to David Bowie. There's a tribute to Elton John that are full shows. There's also a blooper reel at the end. I have lots of people to be grateful for. People who have let me play at their venues, people who have attended shows, tipped me, encouraged me. It's been a wonderful 12 years, and I'm looking forward to seeing it continue on. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the music.